All right, next episode of Volleyball Trends, taking trends and comments from our community in the YouTube space, talking about what's going on and what we think about it. So, what's the first one for today, Bry?
I think we need to get away from absolutes in passing, meaning we hear a lot of styles. You have to do this, whether it's freeze, whether it's pass midline, whether it's never pass midline. I think they're all good styles, but we need to get away from making players only do that one style, meaning you have to do it all the time. It's an absolute. And I think we can mesh things and whatever it takes to kind of get results. So what do you think?
Yeah, I'm guilty. All right. A lot of our original content was very much absolute, always do this, you'll become an amazing, blah, blah, blah. And the more you see the game now, it's turning less or turning more into skills than technique. And a great delineation right there is technique is the actual move, and you need to know how to move and, freeze your platform or swing your arms. You need to know how to do those things. But the beauty is in the skills of I see this ball dancing at me if it's a float serve. I'm going to swing my arms because there's no speed on the ball so that I can peak that ball, right? And so if there's no, for an example, if there's no pace on the ball and you try to freeze your platform, the ball's going to kind of dead and like barely get to the setter's head, where you need to know the techniques of freeze, absorb, and swing, and then match that for the situation. And I think it's really uncomfortable for a coach to be in that gray area.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's hard to give players tools, but the more tools they have and the more we let them kind of experiment with their own athleticism and techniques, and then we can just hone them in, I think that would be so helpful for players' mental clarity, but also just letting them learn and experiment quicker than they would otherwise.
Totally. Just giving them just, hey, here it is. What do you
Yep.
think? And their body types are going to be a really big contributor to that. Their experience, their hand-eye coordination. So everybody's at a different level, and we're saying, hey, everybody's got to roll. Everybody's got to swing or freeze their platform. And I've gone away from that. If I see someone and I'm working online with someone right now, it's going to be, hey, have you noticed? Have you been aware of when you're in this situation and like what the ball's doing? And then they go, not really. Like, what's your ball doing? They go, I don't know, just going to target. Is it high? Is it low? And then getting them to realize, hmm, my ball is typically low. So I might need to swing more and then make sure they have the technical to back it up. But I think that's a really good point of you need to have the tools and what tool given on what situation, what you chunk, what you know, what you feel, then they can problem solve out of it. And it's not going to be the same ball. It's not going to be the same feeling in your body. So why don't we start doing this more with our athletes?
I agree. I think it applies to athletes of all ages, young and old. So let us know what you guys think.